Having looked at the release of the various birds, we now come to where the main characters in these two stories offer sacrifices to their gods. On page 111 in the Epic of Gilgamesh, we can read in part, "Then I threw everything open to the four winds. I made a sacrifice and poured out a libation on the mountain top. 7 and again 7 cauldrons I set up on their stands. I heaped up wood and cane and cedar and myrtle, when the gods smelled the sweet savor," it says. And this text does contain a number of details that are not mentioned in the Genesis account, such as the cauldrons, the cane, the cedar, and also the myrtle. Genesis chapter 8, and verse 20, and also the beginning of verse 21 tell us, "And Noah built an altar to Jehovah, and took of every clean beast and of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And Jehovah smelled the sweet aroma." But so why would we view one text as superior to the other? Well, I think if you look at how the gods respond to the sacrifice in the Epic of Gilgamesh, you can find the answer. Page 111 says, "When the gods smelled the sweet savor, they gathered like flies over the sacrifice." These are the same deities who wept at the flood and behaved like a bunch of cowards. And yet, whenever you look in Genesis, you see where Jehovah speaks concerning the death of everything living, and the fact that he knows about the imagination of man's heart. And he offers a reassurance in verses 21 and 22. "And Jehovah smelled the sweet aroma. And Jehovah said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for the sake of man, because the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. I will not again kill everything living as I have done. While the earth remains, seedtime and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night will not cease." I would say that you can reject the Epic of Gilgamesh because it doesn't have any sort of that kind of reassurance that you can find in Genesis. And also, the fact that the gods behave like a bunch of flies is telling. It helps indicate that the gods are made in the image of man in that text, as opposed to us, humankind, being made in the image of God, as is told to us in Genesis. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.